About 10 minutes before class, I want you guys to do these warm-ups. So we're gonna go through them now. The very first one is knee circles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go ahead and do some hip circles here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The next one is what I call the spine ringer. And we're gonna come around and we're gonna look back like this, bringing out the spine. The other way, back, and look behind us. So our neck and our spine all should be twisting and trying to open up that line. Now, if you see from the side, I want to show you what I'm doing with my other hand. I'm coming around this way, but my back hand is right here about on my lower back, my lower back here. So I'm taking my hip, I'm pressing it down and in to get more of a stretch here. And you see the other way, here and here. Okay? And here. About 8 of them. 8's kind of the lucky number of Wing Chun, so, or one of them. So 3's and 8's. Okay, now the next one we're gonna go through what's kind of our warm-up exercises for energy work. So this is called the hanging dragon. What I want you to do is I want you to come straight legs, complete straight legs, and complete straight back as well, okay? Folding, so you wanna try to keep your back as straight as possible. If you have a mirror, you wanna check into that to see how straight it is. And then just keep going, coming down, and try to go as low as you can. Holding. Don't force any of these stretches, just relax into them. Stretching should feel good. If you're forcing them, you're gonna hate these stretches, and that's not what it's about. It's about doing these regularly. So you can do these also at any time. Now the next one after the hanging dragon is gonna be the knuckle draggers. So it's very similar to the hanging dragon, except you're not trying to keep your back straight anymore. You're coming straight on down and releasing, right? Swaying this way, and even swaying this way. We call this one the cuckoo clock. Keep your legs straight as you're doing them. Oh, hang it out. The next one we have is called the stink bug. And we put our feet out. We put our hands on the ground. You can either put them palms or fists, either one, up to you. So we're gonna have weight on the feet and on the hands. And we're going back and forth here, opening up the hips. I like to go in a figure 8, kind of with my knees moving around, opening up. Open up those hips. And then we go to the Frogger. And the Frogger is closer in with your feet. You take your hands, and again, you can either put them flat on the ground like this, or you can do a fist like this. And the elbows should go out some. You're gonna rest your weight of your body on those elbows, okay? Pull these hands back so you can do that. Now, there's another version of this where you go off the ground of the feet. We're actually not looking to practice that one. We're looking to also stretch our Achilles tendons simultaneously. So if you go all the way up, then you're not stretching your Achilles tendons. So go ahead and do that. Pushing out at the same time on your legs. All right, and then we come to the bus stop. And the bus stop is basically a squat, right? I'm gonna take my heels, I'm gonna put them flat onto the ground like this, okay? And from there, you can kind of do what you want with your hands. Some people do this with their hands and stretch out the knees at the same time. Or you can just kind of hang out. If you're having trouble balancing, then you can hold your hands out like this. But bottom line is you want your ankles, your heels all the way onto the ground. I like to move around a little, just kind of feel it in my hips and my ankles and my lower back. I feel all three of these stretching simultaneously. So this is a great little exercise, just a great little posture that we should have and we should develop. So if you are having trouble doing this, work harder on this. It could be your have a lack of flexibility in either the ankles, the hips, or the lower back. So now that we've done this for a little while, now we rewind back. So we go backwards into the Frogger. And then back to the Stink Bug. From here, we're gonna come on up into the baseball player. Rest your hands on your knees and let that lower back stretch just hang out. Feel the decompression of the lower back. No stress is on it right now. And then from here, we're gonna sit straight on down, get our spine flat or straight, get our spine straight, come on up, and then we go to the limbo. The limbo with the W. So we're leaning back, pulling this back at the same time. Oh, might get a couple pops there. Just got one right in this area. Oh. And then you can move around a little bit too. That can stretch out the fronts of the hip flexors here as you're moving. Most of these moving things that we're doing are all in this figure 8 infinity sign type of deal, which comes from silk rilling exercises of Chen style Tai Chi, Qigong. All right, so those are our warm-up exercises, and after that, you should be ready to start our class.